God, Cake, don't ever say something like that to me again, especially when I got to come back and be once again with the lovely folks here in the chat. Welcome back. LOS is here for a 10 p.m. matchup between Midwest Mafia Mac. Yeah, Midwest Mafia Black. I figured I'd just go through with it all the way through because I figured I would stick with the mess up all the way through, guys. Midwest Mafia Black versus 356 for your 3v3 tier 1. I make Cake spit out his gum. Let's go. Both teams 1-0, clawing away a victory in their first week as these two have been destined to face off against each other. And man, I've had time to think about it. That game we just casted, that tier 4 game, I'm fairly confident that we just watched easily both of those teams being in the top 3 battled out in week 2. Easily. And it's definitely the mental side of things that they had just going so strongly for both sets of trios. I'm very confident that both those teams are going to be in the top 3. But let's get locked in and focused onto this matchup. Channel points. That's the first order of business, guys. Predict on a winner. Vote with your friends. Vote against them. Troll them or not to troll them. That is your option, to be or not to be, but it doesn't matter as long as you put those channel points in there with a prediction. And let's make this happen, guys. Do a little bit of friendly gambling, right? No, Cake, you're not allowed. All right. Info's been set out. We got a couple minutes here just chilling out, man. I'm sort of just bracing and preparing myself, you know? These tier 1 games, they're either smooth and just everything just kind of flows together, and it's just I can sit here and figuratively just put my feet up on the desk and the words just kind of flow, right? Or it's an absolute axe battle with blood going everywhere, and I'm sitting here just wondering what is going on because everything changes hands so much. I mean, it's either smooth or it's some random underpaved road in the middle of nowhere. Your phone's dead and your GPS is no longer connecting. Like, it's one of the two. It's never anything in between, man. So I'm just mentally preparing myself, taking it easy during this intro for the Midwest Mafia Black and 356 Showdown 3v3 tier 1. So, man, best of 5. So only takes 3 to win, but yeah, it's gonna be quite the tall order to get there for both these trios. We'll see what they have in store for us. Well, let's talk about the charity event then. If we got a couple minutes. I just threw a curveball at Cake. And, okay. Well, give us 1 second, guys. We'll see if we can get this sorted out. Excellent. Guys, we got a charity event. The dates, signups now through November 6th, so get yourself there. Group stages will be on the November 8th. Playoffs on November 9th. Format, it's going to be a 2v2 tournament, the minimum of 2 players per roster with a maximum of 3. Classic kind of stuff. Prize pool provided by League OAS. And we're doing it again, guys. Provided by League OS. Tier 4, $90 first. Tier 5, $60 the first. And Tier 6, $32 first. Rank checks. Good stuff. Classic stuff that we're using here for LOS the entire time. The formula, the tried and true method. We got bot commands in our Discord for that. So, you know, get yourself on in there, get yourself signed up. For each tier, group play is going to be the November 8th at 8 p.m. 3 groups of 4 teams, a round robin style, and the best of 5. First and second seed of each group will advance to the playoffs. Remaining spots will be determined based on overall finish of group play. Man, you guys heard it. And what is this for, you might be asking? It is for the cause of Stop Soldier Suicide. Our goal is to raise $500 for this cause and for this charity. Like, once again, put up by League OS. Big thanks to the people there at League OS, man. I mean, it's a good cause. Get yourself signed up. And if you're able to, put forward a little donation, right? Definitely not required, not compulsory. But I mean, if you've got the means, why not donate to something that, you know, it's going to have a good cause and good outcome, right? So there you guys go. And now we are back to the home screen, and I come back to a full lobby. All right, let me get these guys in here. I kind of figured you'd change the screen for a reason, Cake. I was like, oh, there's a full lobby waiting for me, isn't there? Bam! Wow, no, wasted no time there. As soon as that message went out, people were just in the lobby, man. Like, oh man, that RL tracker goes crazy. That's a full lobby of upper GCs I'm seeing. Absolute nightmare fuel for when you're just trying to queue your Champ 1 ranked games. But it's day-to-day business here for these 6 players as we're off to a smooth start. Hurdle passing it over. Scopes will take a touch downfield. Flight has the lawnmower engine effect going on, and I'm not sure how I feel about that one, my friend. Oh my god, it's going to annoy me. I can feel it. By hopeful game 5, I can feel that one getting on my nerves, Flight. But we'll allow it. It's all good. With that shot and that play, we'll let you do it at this point. I'm going to encourage it. Dismal taking a nice touch, contrary to his name. A little bit of a touch of the ceiling, following it up midfield. There's the backwards touch, almost a bicycle goal. Save coming out from Plight. Scopes, the touch there, Plight. Gonna push it forward, Plight, Bell, and Plight. Okay, there's 2 Plights, Owen and Bell. I see what you guys did there. A little bit of a, oh my lord, the demo almost into the own goal, but nicely done for Bell, keeping that one on the outs. They're all Plights, or very close to the word. Okay. Pite. Not even Plight. Pite. God, the caster's buns, guys. Stick with me. We'll get through this together. I feel like this happens every so often. Nicely done for all 3 of you. You got me not once, but twice and 3 times all on once. 3 minutes and 32. Still deadlocked 0-0. Good control from both teams so far. Looking for the early opportunity. We saw a couple good ones happen so far, but I mean, the defense for both teams has been just satisfactory enough. And I know that's weird to say, but I mean, no one's scored yet. So it's obviously working their magic a little bit, what they do up there in Tier 1. They wave their wands and all of a sudden the ball's in your net. But not right now. Still 0-0. A little bit of an upfield pass over to Hurdle. Nicely done for the double tap. There's the third one for the shot. And forward is going to almost get one past him, but he gets it on the outs. Well done. Hurdle passing the midfield again. Scopes for the shot. Owen is going to be with the ball. Hurdle going to take a defensive touch over to Dismal. Forward going to have it out, come to the midfield. Owen will go for the shot. Bell's going to follow it up after a little bit of a misread. Scopes. A little bit of the 50 there with his opponent and that high sidewall. It causes a little bit of that awkwardness to come up. Nice high back wall read. Right side bound. Scopes on the save. Another shot coming in, but Dismal is going to deny this one as well. Again, over halftime gone. Still 0-0. Very close gameplay right now. A little bit off to the right side there. All the way down for Hurdle. Not quite in that net. Forward coming down from the top side. Tries to get a touch, but Hurdle's going to take it from the ground to the air. Bell will meet it up top. And Dismal keeping it in play. Big sidewall touch down to the midfield for Scopes to take the shot. And Bell again clearing it out. But Hurdle one more time trying to keep it in. But Owen again will keep that just touch and touch. Shot looks like it's going to come out. There's another touch in the defense. You never know exactly what's going to happen. But you can be sure big things is that play again. Well done. The defense at these top ranks is something to just kind of just admire. I mean, able to get to the ball seemingly out of nowhere, speed at its maximum, tear the volume knob off all the way to 12. Good attempt at the demo and an even better dodge from Hurdle. Forward, 15 with Scopes. Bell's going to have a nice meaty touch up to Owen. And another good, nicely read. Hurdle again. Now the back wall for your Midwest Mafia, but it's going to get taken out. Dismal going to try to convert. Owen's going to beat cleanly. A little bit of the bumpy attempting there from Scopes. Desmond goes for the shot. A little bit of a misread from him. Very, very much rare miss from these top-level players. That's something we've come to expect, though. The physicality aspect can never be counted out. You can always look for it. We've seen a little bit of the bumping action happening between them so far, all the way through this game. Wow, very close action. Almost a shot on target, but it's going to be another save. I mean, as I told you guys, the defense of these Tier 1 teams, very much something to admire. 40 seconds remaining and still in a complete and utter dead lock. Dismal pass to the midfield. Scopes for the shot. Bell for the save again. Hurdle carrying this one through the air. Nice catch and air dribble all in one. Forward a touch using that ceiling. Scopes tries to sneak one through. Oh, it's going to be open. Big things can happen like that. The awkwardness that plays out. The ball's going to squeak its way out here. See there. Bell gets a touch for it. The bump. Oh my God. You could barely see it on my screen. There was a massive bump in the midfield there that allowed that one to come through. Nicely done. The final 15 seconds of regulation play. Forward's going to clear this one to his own back wall. Nicely done. Keeping it up. Scopes putting that one back into the dangerous territory for the Midwest Mafia, trying to get that tie goal. Hurdle's going to 50. Bell's going to clear to the sidewall, take one more touch. Scopes again. Hurdle's not quite able to get a bite on it, and Midwest Mafia will take this one in a 1-0 game. Game number 1. Wow. Like I said, man, something to admire. The defense absolutely clinically played. Just big stuff. I mean, 8 saves, just they do it on a Monday, right? So, and then 6 shots versus 11. I mean, a little bit difference. Midwest Mafia able to put together a little bit more of the shots on target that are as registered. Not everything that is an attempt on that net or to set something up is counted as such, but that is what was registered. So a little bit of the offensive advantage there for Midwest Mafia. That is game number 1. And be it that offensive advantage or not, it was still a 1-goal game, guys. Buckle up and get ready for a huge series, it seems, as game number 1 was already a nail-biter. There we go. Got all 6 players. The little song and dance that happens between both teams just to not let that time clock start to count down. You know, because then, respect. Because then we got to redo a lobby. We got to do all kinds of jazz and shit, whatever. But, I mean, Oh, there we go. An early shot, an early save. Oh, my God. What happened? All I know is Scopes just walked away with a goal. Hurdle on the ceiling. Bell on 1 save. Scopes the touch. It's going to be... Oh, the own goal. An own goal from the top side of that net, and apparently Hurdle just had someone pinned in the net. I mean, lots of physicality early on there. Scope's going to have control of this ball in his own corner. Forward's going to look for the challenge. Bell's going to take the 50. Owen will be up. Sidewall touch. Forward going to keep the pressure on. Owen looks for one more touch. There's the goal for him. Well done. 1-1. 2 goals in what feels like an absolute second, when game 1 took all 5 minutes to get 1, it seemed. Like, man. Just like that, man. You never know exactly how these games are going to go. But all I know is we got 1-1. We've officially got a game on our hands, guys. Game 2 off with the start and off with an absolute bang. Scopes to the back wall. That's open territory. Open season for the net, but the crossbar will have a lot to say about that there. He asked him where his license was. He didn't have it. Couldn't score, but Hurdle walks away with one. There we go. Keeping the pressure alive. Forward getting a clear off his own back wall. Just not quite the mustard required to keep it out of Hurdle's competent hands. In this case around, I mean, well placed, well done, and well shot. Big winning kickoff, the big challenge from Bell, but Hurdle will take it around. Good use of space and time that he had on that ball. Over to Dismal, a little bit of the back and forth action happening. That's a big shot from forward. My, oh my, Desmond 2-2. just ever so slightly off of that roll for Scopes, man. Not one, but two 50s for your kickoff there. Shows how even Stevens your kickoffs usually are. Pre-flip into the flip reset. I mean, hey, man. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's good to see stuff like that. A little bit of that creative action coming into play. Again, tier 1, not surprised to see the mechanics. But you do get to see just the creativity aspect come out, as that is genuinely what is required to really get some of these goals through. It's going to be big bumps coming from what is not seen and the angle that is unheard of, or just getting creative. I mean, or an early challenge like that just absolutely clobbers the man on the ball and sets up your teammate. Owen getting a goal there. 3-2, 5 goals in this game already, when the last one only had 1. I mean, it doesn't get much more wild than that, to be honest. I mean, and there's still 3:40 to go. Oh my Lord, not another one. Another opportunity, almost the tying up, but it's going to get saved at the last possible second. Just seems that right now, as ever present and just available the defense was for both trios in game number 1, a lot seems to be getting through so far in game number 2 for both sets. So they got to be careful. They both have a little bit of tidying up to do in terms of the defensive work. Either that or just the offense has ramped up so much that it's just getting through. I mean, I'm no expert here. So those are your two options, and you're going to have to settle on one of them. You know what, Cake? I can agree with you there. I think both teams have just absolutely went for just pure broke, and neither of them were ready for the other to do the same. And it shows right now. 5 goals after following a 1-goal game. I mean, but now we've kind of evened out a little bit. The bleeding has seeming to have stopped for both sides, but the pace sure has not slowed down at all, as we're still rolling at the, I mean, good God, look at that. You got just mid-air 50s, after 50s, 1 demo, almost 2 on the roll through. We're going to go up. Forward's going to keep that one out of shot territory. Very much capable of a team that this trio 3-5-6 is to put that in. So you got to respect his opportunity to get up there and the foresight to get up there and do something like that. Otherwise, you're going to have a ball come rocketing at your net. See Hurdle from the ceiling. He sees Scopes. That's a dime up if I've ever seen one. A little bit of an off touch. Bell's going to take one. Dismal for the shot. Owen is going to get another save, and not 1 but 2 to keep it out. Hurdle redirect to the midfield. Scope's going to take a 50 there with Bell, but it's going to go here into the 3-5-6 half. A fake from Bell to the midfield. 50 on the goal line. Get it out for 3-5-6. They do just that. Not 1 demo. Oh, almost. I was counting on the second there, but he slowed down to take control and get a good 50. Definitely made a liar of my assumptions there. Bell stopping that ball dead in his tracks midfield, tries to make it a little bit awkward. We seem to have stalled here for the very moment. There's the clear up. Dismal taking that pass back from his teammate, using his own back wall, takes it down to Scopes. Bell up to the sidewall, tries to read it on the outs, but Scopes will put it midfield. Forward will do his name as it suggests and go forward with the ball. Dismal, control. This could be huge. You can see Scopes down low, hounding the man in the net. But it's going to get stopped early by the early challenge of that man in the air. Good way to be there for your teammate on the net. Almost a save. What an attempt on this save from Hurdle. Chase that ball all the way up. You can see, look at the effort, but man, just the momentum of the ball, just a little bit much to get around. 4-2 now, 60 seconds. Dismal, big control here. That is the slowest we've seen this ball go this entire game in terms of just movement. But depth, it's well placed though. Good flick, almost a goal there very shortly after the kickoff. Able to slow down and go fast at a moment's notice. The pace can change in the blink of an eye, as you can see there. Go Hurdle up the ceiling. A little bit of a butt touchdown to his teammate Scopes for the shot. It's going to be a little bit off left. Bell's going to take the demo on him. And now controlling on the low side. Oh my Lord, Hurdle goes in for a kill shot, needing a goal. He knows what the objective is. He's going to put his best foot forward for it. Dismal's going to keep it in. There's a touch to the midfield. Owen's going to be up early. 4-2 now with 15 seconds left. We stay locked in here to the Midwest Mafia's half as 3-5-6 working their hardest to get these goals to ring in right now, but it's got to be Owen to take another shot. Forward's going to have another one to keep it in play. Owen up again, but Hurdle's going to take a defensive touch and turning it offensive. The ball will go down, though, and Midwest Mafia will walk away with game number 2 in a 4-2 fashion. 6 shots and 9, 3-5-6, having that offensive advantage by 3. 6 saves versus, I mean, really holding on to that one. Really big. Lots of offense. Lots of just massive defense. Like I said, the early of this game was just criminal for both teams. Lots of shots, lots of concessions, but we rested a 4-2 differential at the end of it. And game number 3, man, it's going to be interesting to see how they start this one off. Because, man, oh, man, that was a ringer of a game to go from just a 1-0 to 6 goals. I mean, good Lord. I think Kick nailed it right on the head there when he said that they both decided they were going to go all in and just weren't ready for the other to make that same decision. I mean, good God. Pardon me. Five minutes on the clock. Game number 3 in a 2-0 series right now for Midwest Mafia. Just needing one more. 3-5-6 looking very good. A lot of good stuff they've had going on. Lots of big opportunities. Lots of big plays like this one here. Shipping up just barely over the top of that ball for the double tap to open us up. I mean, the narrowest of margins that we always talk about. These are those narrowest of margins at this point. Just the slightest little angle difference is the difference between a shot made and a shot missed. 30 seconds off the clock. Much now going back to that pace in terms of scoring. No one has found quite the opening yet, but that is 2 big attempts from both sides there so far. That's huge. What a bump. That was criminal. I mean, you look at him, he saw it from a mile away. He knew what he wanted, and that was dismal out of the picture. And that's going to be the first goal for Bell there in the Midwest Mafia. Here we go. A touch, the dunk 50 from Scopes, the return fire on the demo from Hurdle. That's a midfield pass. Dismal on the shot. Owen on the save. The high side wall off the ceiling comes Hurdle. Bell's going to take a defensive touch off his own back wall. Find ourselves here looking for that roll through onto forward. The bump comes a little bit later, taking the opponent off the ball from Scopes. And now onto the 3-5-6 half. A big time clear from Hurdle's up for the refire on that touch. Forward going to clear it to the right side. Again, a midfield pass from Scopes. You can see there, what a shot from Hurdle. Or Dismal. Jesus, it was Hurdle to Dismal. There we go. I got them mixed up, guys. Caster's buns, don't forget. There we go. 50. Nice and done. Still in favor right now for 3-5-6. Dismal not able to follow up with another one there. His boost was going to be his number 1 issue. Couldn't get his car back onto that ball again. Bell. Pass it up to Owen. Slowed down a little bit here. Both teams fighting for this possession in the midfield. There's a demo from Owen onto Dismal. There's a little bit of space now granted. Oh. Apparently. Jesus. All right. Dismal. A nice touch there. Owen on the bottom side to receive. Controlling this ball to the left side. Hurdle. Touch this ball up to the midfield through the airspace. But Ford's going to take a touch. Bell's going to redirect. Corner to the midfield. Hurdle is going to sour that one and put it away from his own net, much to his team of 3-5-6's delight. Well done to take that one out of the making. Look at the battle happening there on that side wall. A little bit of the team bumpy, but it's okay. He's able to maintain possession of this ball. Slight double commit there. It's going to open it up a little bit. Here's Dismal. One touch up the pop-up. Look for the demo on the bottom side, but not a connection to be made. Again, forward. Looks for the touch. Hurdle again. Goes for it, but gets beaten by Owen. Another opportunity. We see a lot of this there. The handoffs that are happening. Way to get back to that one, Hurdle. But it's going to find itself the crossbar. Just looking to snake that in the very top of the net. Not allowing their opponent to just have any time on that ball to get it out before just, past that goal line. So, as simple as it sounds, it's a very tough angle and tough shots to hit. Minute and 45 seconds, a 1-goal game so far. I mean, from one extreme to the other and back to the other again. Forward, a touch there, nicely done from Bell. That one's coming straight down for his net, and he knows what he has to do. Dismal, much the same. Good placement on your save. Always putting that out to the corner. And then, bumpy, guys. I'm telling you, lots of physicality, lots of just trying to remove players from the field. What a passing play, and what a save. Nicely done. You guys are hearing me say that a lot. You're probably just absolutely sick of the fact that the passing plays and the big saves, but I mean, they're happening, and they're getting better and better as the game goes on, as a team knows they have a goal to get, and another team knows they have a goal they cannot possibly concede. It's going to get spicy. Sub 1 minute in a 1-goal game right now. It's going to get crazy. Just wait for one team to flip the switch and go into kill mode. The other one will have to respond in a near just sub-second fashion, or a goal will get conceded. You got to be quick on your feet. You got to be ever present and ever aware, or forward will put this off your back wall. There's the shot from Owen. It's got to get saved. Nicely done. Here we go. Touch from Hurdle. He's going to try to sour it up for Bell. He does just that, giving Hurdle an opportunity again for himself. Owen trying to keep the pressure alive. Scopes. Owen's going to take a touch all the way back. Forward's going to work with this one. Let that ball work for him. There's the one off the ceiling. Nicely done around one. The second there, man, being Dismal, will have a touch. Owen's going to take one to his corner again. Scopes, here we go. The last 10 seconds, do or die right now for the series. Midwest Mafia leading them by the nose at 1 goal in a 2-0 series. Now the clock strikes 0, it is down. There we go, guys. Midwest Mafia will take this one in a clean, a 3-0 sweep. Woo! Man. What a mouthful. Like, Jesus. Gotta catch my breath. God. I don't think we have a caster command, but we definitely have a buns command. You can definitely see what Cake thinks of me right there, you know? Like, the fact, yeah, you know what? L Cake, man, you know? You can just exclamation point Cake. Or Cake is buns or something like that. I mean, I don't know, man. Cake's fault. There it is. Exclamation point, Cake's fault. Because we blame Cake around here. Blame Cake. Yeah. All right, guys. What an absolute series. 1-0, 4-2, and 1-0. I mean, from one extreme to the other and back to the other again. Jesus, man. That game, too. Absolute craziness to see 6 goals like that just fired out after 1-goal games done in there in 1 and 3. I mean, that's definitely the outlier. Like I said, both teams went for absolute broke there. Neither were ready for both teams to do it at the exact same time. Congratulations to both of you guys. Both trios putting on a big show, but ultimately my congratulations will rest with the Midwest Mafia for taking their victory in week 2 and now 2-0 in their league. Prediction results, Midwest Mafia. So there you guys go. That is the result. And yeah, wow, 10.6K. That's a big pool. Nice. That's a big pool. That's a big winning, man. Nicely done, guys. You got that one? We're just gonna call you Mobo. Yep. All right. Mob Boss Citrus. Thank you, Cake. I was like, I'm not doing that. All right, guys. Cake, what are we talking about? Sure. What do you mean go? Go. Okay, guys. Oh man, the first annual Veterans Day tournament benefiting Stomp Soldier Suicide is $180 total prize pool, going through first through third, as we talked about earlier. November 8th for the group stage, November 9th for the playoffs. It'll be a 2v2 tiers 4 to 6 round robin style series. It's a $15 donation to enter, and these proceeds are going to be going to, once again, Stop Soldier Suicide. Good cause. Get yourself signed up. And the prize pool sponsored by League OS themselves. So big thank you to them. And yeah, I mean, if you got the means to do it, good cause, and yeah, good stuff to talk about, man, and just good stuff to get yourself involved in. Oh, and it's $15 per team. Okay, thank you, Kate. So it's 15 per team. The goal, if I remember correctly, is to raise a $500 charity donation for Stop Soldier Suicide. Every little bit helps, man. So even if you're not able to, or just do not wish to take part in the tournament, your support of this tournament when these games do happen, it's going to be greatly. I remember we're going to be streaming it, right, Kate? Okay. So tier 4 will be streamed here on LOS Champs. Tier 5 will be, wait 1 second, Cake is feeding me information. He's just about to show stuff. We're all about the improv. Wow, the improv here. There we go. A little bit of the improv and me fixing my language too. So we're all about the improv here, guys. All right. Does it? Oh. My lord, I can't read that. Okay. Oh, what do you got for us? Oh, you have an entire page for it. Nice. So, if you want more information about the teams, the brackets, the rosters, to see what we got going on, navigate yourself on over here to the LOS Champs site. We have an entire page dedicated to this. And yeah, you can see all the information you have there. Exclamation plate, exclamation point, Jesus Christ, soldier. There you go. Thank you, Kate. That is the information as well to this charity event. All right, guys. Oh, Wikipedia pages? Good. Liquipedia pages. What? I heard rumors that we are going to have a Wikipedia page for this, but there it is, man. Good stuff. All right, guys. My English is absolutely failing me. I'm mushing the words in my mouth. My tongue is no longer working like it should, and English is no longer a firm possibility for me. So we're going to have to call it quits. We're going to have to call an end to the fun. And before I embarrass myself more, it's Cake's fault. I've been your host, Money Magic. You guys have all been fantastic. And thank you for joining us. And congratulations to all these teams, both games, man, putting on an absolute banger of a show for us. I'll see you guys next time. You take care.